Okay, just look at that. That is like music to my ears and a delight to watch. Charred blackened chicken cooked in a beautiful mushroom sauce. This is my recipe for some chicken in a mushroom sauce and it is fantastic. It takes a few steps to make, but I'm pretty sure you'll figure it out. This was truly amazing. So the first thing we're going to do is start marinating the chicken. I'm taking the ingredients for the dry rub in a bowl. A dry rub is basically a dry marination which you can just sprinkle over the chicken. Just mix all this up. You can just store it in a glass bottle in your cabinet. Now for the chicken, I'll be using some boneless chicken. But if you want to use whole chicken legs, you can do that as well. You can use chicken breasts as well. I just feel that since we're searing the chicken and then cooking it in a sauce, the leg boneless is very safe and it won't overcook. It'll stay juicy right through the end. I've also made sure that I've pat dried the chicken so that there's no excess water. Once you lay them on a baking tray, just generously sprinkle it with that spiced dry rub that we had made. Make sure to sprinkle it on both the sides, which is very important. Also check the salt level in your dry rub. It should be enough to just season the chicken. Now I'm not going to mix this around. I'm just going to let this stay for at least 15 minutes. Then get a pan, get a tong, a good amount of vegetable oil, and we're just going to get this really nice and hot. Sear the chicken on each side for just 30 to 40 seconds on really high heat. All you want at this step is not cook the chicken all the way through. You just want a nice charring and blackening happen like this, and that's all you want. You're going to take out the chicken onto a plate and just let it sit on the side. Now let's start preparing the sauce. Heat up some butter along with some oil. I add oil because the butter tends to burn faster. The oil will prevent that. In this, we're going to saute some onions and some chopped garlic. Once the onions get translucent, we're going to add the button mushrooms to this. Now I've just sliced the mushrooms, and again we're going to increase the heat to high because we want the water from the mushroom to just evaporate immediately and not become like a stew in the whole pan. So do this on really high heat. Don't worry about any browning that is happening at the bottom of the pan because we'll take care of that later. I'm also adding some thyme in this. You can add dried thyme or fresh thyme, whichever one you can find. And once the mushrooms have cooked, you can see the pan is completely dry and you get a nice browning happening over the mushrooms. At this point, I'm going to add the smoked paprika along with a little bit of Kashmiri Chilli powder. Just fry this for 30 seconds. Then I'm going to add some water. I would have preferred to add chicken stock to this, but I don't have chicken stock. So alternative for that would be a chicken seasoning cube. Very easily available in the market, and it just helps in pumping up the flavor of the broth. Just add that, mix it up, and then we're just going to place the chicken on top of this sauce, give it a quick shake, cover it, and just let this simmer for at least 10 to 12 minutes on medium heat. That much time is enough to cook the chicken all the way through. Finally, we're going to give it a little bit of body with some fresh cream. Let the cream mix well with the sauce. Make sure you check the salt levels and add more if required. Just cover it and let this simmer for another 2 minutes, after which your recipe is done. All you need to do now is just finish it off with some chopped parsley, and that is how you make a beautiful pan-fried chicken with a smoky mushroom and thyme sauce. Now when I make this recipe, I always make sure I make some mashed potato and some sauteed mixed vegetables along with it. Just add the chicken to this, generous amount of that mushroom sauce, and there you go. That is the recipe, my friends. And I hope this recipe helps. Now if you want to help me back, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, hit that bell icon. I'm gonna eat this and I'll see you guys later.
Bye.